Hello, beautiful yogis, and welcome to a hip opening yoga class. As you can see, I am so excited to get started. But first, a dance party! Dance it out with me if you want. Okay, no, but really, let's go ahead and get into the yoga. All you are going to need is a yoga mat and some tight hips. So to start, we are going to start off in a toe stretch, or better known as toe torture. Make sure that every single toe is tucked, even the tiny little pinky toe. It's funny how we use our feet every single day, but rarely do we sit down and actually stretch them out. Anytime in this video, when I turn to face you, just know that you are perfectly fine where you are, and I'm only turning to give you a better view of what I'm doing. Drop your chin to your chest and begin to take a very slow neck roll, going in one direction. Go as slow as you possibly can. Focus on where you feel the stretch in different positions. Switch directions. Still going super uber slow. I'm sure by now your feet are on fire, but this is a good burn. Stay here, we're almost done with this toe stretch. Look all the way up at the ceiling and take a slow shake of your head no. Come out of that toe stretch and pat out your feet. Going into cat and cows now. When you exhale, rounding your spine like a cat, and on the inhales, chin tailbone is going up towards the sky. Continue to do this at your own pace, following along with your breath. Last time, meeting me in a neutral spine, engaging your core and ensuring that your spine is straight. Kick your left leg out, flex your foot. Right arm lifts up by your ear as if you're going to shake someone's hand and hold. Release your arm to the mat, release your leg, and take big hip circles with that knee, coming all the way forward and around. Switch directions. Keep going. Hold your leg up at 90 degrees and pull your knee through to touch your elbow. Inhale, 90 degrees. Exhale, touch knee to elbow. Inhale, 90 degrees. Exhale, touch knee to elbow. Release your leg and find your box pose. Right leg kicks out straight, flex your foot. Left arm floats up by your ear. And hold this balance challenge. Float your arm down to the mat. Bend your back leg and begin to take big circles going in one direction. Opposite direction. Hold your leg up 90 degrees. As you exhale, bring your knee to touch your elbow. Inhale, 90 degrees. Exhale, touch. Keep going with your breath. Float your leg down for a box pose. Begin to take movements that feel nice to you in your box. Today I'm choosing to sway side to side, but you can pick whatever you would like to do here. Remember, this is your practice and I am only giving you suggestions. Come back to center, neutral spine. Right arm lifts all the way up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing your ear down to the mat. Your left arm can stay here or go around your back for a bind. Unwind your body, reach up with that right arm, back to your box pose. Left arm lifts up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, finding your ear to the mat. If you took a bind on the other side, go ahead and take it on this side as well. Unwind, left arm comes up to the sky, and float it down for a box. Left leg lifts up. Bring your knee to the right side of the mat, taking a paperclip pose, and slowly begin to walk your hands to the back of the mat. You should feel the stretch through both of your glutes. Make sure that both of your sits bones are grounded on the mat. If this variation is a little too intense for you today, you can always come onto your back and take this stretch. It will be the same legs, same benefits, just a different position. Walk your hands forward, unwind your legs, and come back into your box pose with a neutral spine. Right leg lifts 90 degrees. Bring your knee to the left side of the mat. Walk your hands back for your paperclip. Remember, if this is too much, you can come onto your back. Bring your attention to your breath. Take deep inhales and exhales. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, unwind your legs, and find your box pose. Tuck your toes, push into a downward facing dog. Take 3 to 4 deep cycles of breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out the mouth. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Walk your feet out to be mat width length and walk your hands to the back of the mat, yogi squat. Bring your hands into heart center. Right arm reaches to the outside of your mat, left arm reaches up to the ceiling, open up your chest. Take wrist rotations in both directions with that floating arm. Hands back to heart center. Opposite side. Wrist circles. Opposite direction. Press your hands back to heart center. Walk your hands forward. Meet me in a downward facing dog. Walk your dog, pedal out your legs. Left leg lifts up, 3-point down dog. Pull your knee all the way through for a lizard pose. Your foot is on the outside of your hands. Stay here, or if you need more of a stretch, go ahead and bring your forearms down to the mat. If you're on your forearms, push yourself up onto your palms. Left arm lifts up to the sky for a twist. Exhale, release your arm. Walk your back leg in, straighten your legs, and take a pyramid pose. Walk your hands forward, walk your feet back, and meet me in a downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, find a 3-point down dog, flex your foot. Step to the outside of your hands, lizard pose. Stay here or come down onto your forearms. Take 3 to 4 deep cycles of breath. Push up onto your hands. Right arm lifts up to the sky, taking a runner's lunge twist. Release your arm to the mat. Walk your back leg in, pyramid pose. Check in with your body, maybe noticing how this side feels different or similar from the last side. When you're ready, meet me in your downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, 3-point down dog. Take ankle rotations in one direction. Go the opposite way. Bring your knee all the way through for a pigeon pose. The goal is to have your shin parallel with the top of your mat, but if this is too much, you can always bring your foot in closer to your hip. You can choose to stay here in this upright position, or if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can bring your forearms down to the mat, maybe even getting your forehead to touch the mat or getting your forehead to rest on your arms. Option for a twist. Right arm reaches up to the sky and thread the needle, bringing your right ear down to the mat. Sometimes in these moments of stillness, your mind might go crazy. I want you to bring your attention to your breathing. Slowly begin to unwind your upper body. Take your time. Your back leg is going to swing all the way around, and you're going to stack your shins on top of each other. Flex your feet to protect your knees, and notice if you look down at your legs, you should not be able to see your bottom leg. They should be perfectly stacked on top of each other. If you would like to support your floating knee, you have the option to use either a block, a pillow, or a blanket to support that knee, and you can just prop it up right under there. If you would like to take a deeper stretch, your left arm is going to be up and your right arm is down. Bend your elbows and reach for your fingertips. If your fingertips don't touch, you can use your shirt to slowly begin to walk your hands closer to one another. If you would like to take a little more here, begin to hinge forward, engaging your core and ensuring that your back is straight and not rounded at all. Slowly hinge forward and keep breathing. Unhinge your upper body and release your arms. Bring the sole of your bottom foot to the mat, still keeping that top ankle on top of your knee, and begin to take windshield wipers going side to side. Release your ankle, tuck your knees into your chest, and rock and roll. Pull through and meet me in a downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up for a 3-point down dog. Square off your hips. And take ankle rotations going in one direction and the opposite way. Pull your knee through for a pigeon pose, remembering that the goal is to get your shin parallel with the front of the mat, but if this is not accessible today, go ahead and bring your foot closer into your hip. You can stay here or begin to walk your arms out, resting your forehead on your forearms or the mat. Left hand reaches all the way up to the ceiling for an optional twist. Thread the needle, bringing your left ear down. Continue with your deep inhales and exhales. Check in to where you feel the stretch the most in your body. I want you to recognize the sensation and really feel into it. Unwind your upper body, big reach up with that left arm. Your back leg swings all the way around. Stack your shins right on top of each other and flex your feet to protect your knees. If you used a prop on the first side, go ahead and use it on this one as well. You can stay here in this stretch, or you can take a shoulder stretch. Right arm is up and left arm is down. Reach for your fingertips or grab your shirt. Stay here, or you can begin to hinge forward, still keeping the integrity in your spine. If you are leaning forward, come back up into an upright position and release your hands. Bring the sole of your foot down to the mat, still keeping that ankle where it is, and take windshield wipers going from the left to the right side. Release your ankle, tuck your knees into your chest, and rock and roll. If you need any additional stretches, this is the perfect time to take it. And if not, we will be coming down into Shavasana. It is up to you what variation you take, but since this is a hip opening class, I decided to take Shavasana with butterfly legs. If this hurts your lower back, you can always bring the soles of your feet to touch the mat. And as always, you can choose where your arms are. My personal favorite is having my hands resting on my stomach to keep me in tune with my breath. Another favorite of mine is to box out my elbows over my head. This helps to open up the shoulders and the chest all at the same time. Focus on your breathing and count how many cycles of breath you can fit into the Shavasana. You may notice that emotions are stirring up inside of you. Fun fact, we tend to store emotion in our hips. So if you're feeling emotion and you're not quite sure why, that might be the reason. Don't shy away from this. It's perfectly okay to cry if that's how you feel. Embrace your emotions. That's what makes you human. As always, you can stay here in your Shavasana, but if you are ready to come out of it, begin to wiggle your fingertips, wiggle your toes, straighten out your legs, take a big good morning stretch. Tuck your knees into your chest for a tight ball, maybe rocking side to side, and take your fetal pose on whichever side serves you best. As always, I am so grateful that you clicked on this video and decided to flow with me today. When you're ready, slowly push yourself up to find a comfortable seated position. Place your hands on your heart and take 5 to 6 deep cycles of breath with me. Inhaling all the way, filling up, and exhaling completely. If you like today's practice, please like and subscribe. New content is posted every single week, so to ensure that you never miss a class, go ahead and click that bell button. As always, I am wishing you all the love, peace, and happiness this world has to offer you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, beautiful yogis. Until next time, bye.